So I'm going to turn that on, and I just did it. She teaches technology. What is endosperm seed? Oh wow, I never heard of that.
Oh, I think you were talking about.
Thank you. So here is the almonds that I purchased from my local farmer. It's out in Merced, and she comes to the farmers market on Shaw and Blackstone every Saturday. In the summer she'll come in Wednesday and Saturday, and maybe she's not coming right now in the winter, but she does bring her almonds to be sold there. And so this brand, the lady who runs the farmers market, Felix, she has them there, and I think it's like $25 a bag, and this is 5 pounds. And so these are dried, they have not been soaked. So it's totally different. You can even look at these and see the difference in the way that those look. So we always soak all of our nuts. So again, we're going to start with the pumpkin seeds. So these have been soaking for 2 or 3 days because we just leave them in water. After we've soaked them the first time, and then we rinse it, and then we put clean water, and then we put them in the refrigerator. And we don't dry pumpkin seeds. Because we don't use them for other recipes that need to be dried. We could flavor them and sell them in bags of flavored nuts and seeds like that, but I just don't have the manpower.
Why do you throw the water away? Is that bad?
No, you can put it in your garden and water plants. I love saving everything. You could use this water for soup.
Oh, okay. So it's not bad.
Right. Right. Yeah. So, so the first step for making any kind of cheese is that you're going to fill it in the food processor. This is a 2-day process for cheese. I'm recording. Thank you. Go ahead. She's taking food home. She's shopping in the walk-in. She shops in the walk-in. Thank you, Rio. Rio Waller, everybody. Yay! Thank you so very much. She's Miss Infamous. She's the Women in Tech mentor, national mentor for women in tech. If you've ever heard of, Google has GDG and Women in Tech, and like this month is Women's Month, and so they're going to have a big conference, and Rio is the one that does all that.
Is that Bitwise?
Sorry?
Is that Bitwise?
It's at Bitwise this month. I think they're going to have it at Bitwise. They had it at Fresno City College last year. They have it at different locations. Yeah. So here's pumpkin seeds, just straight up pumpkin seeds. So you can see that I'm going to get some of these off of the wall. No, I'll do this one. So just scrape the sides down. Get it down there and let it get into the middle so it'll start. Thinner, just so it'll move. And it's just about scraping the walls down. And you don't have to do this perfectly because it can be clumpy still. Because you're going to make it more smooth as it ferments. And you're going to add your other ingredients the next day. So this is a 2-day process. Does anybody have any of these? Have you seen? These are like a nut bag or a produce bag, and they come in different sizes. Pacific Grain and Seed has these, and Shaw and Brawley. It's a warehouse area over there, Shaw and Brawley, right behind the. It's got some lint in there. Yeah, yeah. And so you can go right in there, and they have a store that's open to the public, and they have these hanging there, and you could buy these. And they have other nuts and seeds and grains and all kinds of things there that you can purchase. If you want to buy like 25 pounds of cashews, you can. You just email them and say that you want to pick up 25 pounds, and they'll email you back and tell you it's ready to pick up. It's $175 for 25 pounds of whole organic cashews. Comes in a box, huh?
What's the name of the place?
Pacific Grain and Foods. Pacific Grain and Foods. And it's on Shaw and Brawley. So I use this kind of like cheesecloth. You can put it. I'm doing it in this, like this for you right now to show you. Yeah, go ahead. You can use any of those. Get that purple one laying down. See the one laying down? Yeah, that one works best.
Is that a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Sorry, should have brought one, but I guess, yeah, I'll take one.
You got some? Okay. So what I do personally is different than what I'm going to show you. I've done it this way before, and this is how I started when I was at home and I did a small batch. Is I would use a cheesecloth or something like this, and just put it all in there. And the secret about this, you can put your finger inside there and hold that blade so it doesn't fall out. Because it's... And this is expensive item, so you don't want to waste it. It's not like just something that you just want to rinse away down the sink. You really need to clean it out really good. And what I like to do so that I can mix flavors sometimes is, like you were saying, do you just wash that water away, throw it out? Is it good? I love that. That's a great question. And something like this, like I'm always making soup. So any kind of scraps, I have like this bowl that I'm always putting my scraps for my soup. And that's what we have tonight. I made some soup for you. And so I would even put a little water in here and put this in the soup. So there you go. You know, I'm not going to throw it out. It's some nutrition. And
how long would that, I don't know what it's called, cheese or pate, how long does that last in the refrigerator?
well, this is not going to go in the refrigerator. We're going to dry this. We're fermenting this.
Okay.
So we've started, can you rinse it out and bring it back, please? We've started the fermenting process by putting the kefir in it. That's why we put the kefir in it, so we could have that souring taste already starting.
Sorry, just to recap, what's the kefir again? I know it's still different things.
The kefir, it's a symbiotic relationship between bacteria and yeast, believe it or not. And so it's sugar and water and the culture. And you sit it out overnight or 2 nights, and it sours by feeding the bacteria and the yeast the sugar. It eats it up and then creates that liquid. And so the liquid is the probiotic that balances our flora in our gut. So that is already a fermented food. It's alive, it's enzymes. Our body does not create enzymes after 35. So we need to put the foods in our body that are alive, rich with enzymes. Are we having fun?
Yes. I have a question. The best time to drink the kefir, what is this, in the morning or anytime?
Anytime, and especially before your meals and after your meals. So I personally drink grapefruit juice first thing in the morning because Candida does not like grapefruit. Grapefruit eats it. So I drink grapefruit juice first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and it like cleans your flora, cleans your intestines. I drink that, and then I will have, I would have this, not immediately. Like I drink things and it would last like maybe an hour, another beverage, another hour, you know what I mean? And because it fills me with whatever it's doing, the nutrition of it or whatever. Because then the green smoothie, you shouldn't have, when you make a green smoothie, I make it with the kefir water, and then we put kale, parsley, celery, cucumber, blueberries, and banana, and a blender, and that would make 3 quarts. And we fill the quarts and put them in the refrigerator, and then you have 3 days of smoothies ready for you. So the kefir is your base for your beverages every breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and your beverages to make smoothies.
Now, the grapefruit you have in the morning, is that squeezed? And
Yeah, fresh squeezed.
And then what if you just have the fruit? Is that okay? Just as well?
I don't know. I guess so. I don't need it like that because I always, when I was growing up, my mom used to put brown sugar on grapefruit and bake it in the oven.
Oh my.
So whenever I think of eating it, that's how I think of eating it, but I would never eat it like that. So I love drinking the juice. So, so we put this just like this, and we sit it in the dehydrator and let it dry. Or, I mean, in the summertime, you can just put another towel over it so you don't get any insects flying on it, you know. Sit something on it to make it weigh it down, and that just sits, and it probably needs to sit in something because it'll drip out a little, especially if you weigh it down. So then the next day you get it out and you get your food processor, you put garlic and put this in it and whatever seasonings you want, salt, and that's it. Maybe fresh basil, fresh dill, fresh herbs if you wanted a herb cheese. If you want it just plain, just put salt, and that's all.
Does has a nutritional yeast or not?
You can. You don't have to. You can put nutritional yeast. Sure. And so then that's how it turns into this. So then we'll pass this around and get some. You want to have this little sample spoon? You want to walk around and give them some? I'm going to, looks like.
Cafe Gratitude when you're making the cheese, the cashew cheese. Why is it's more runny? Are you putting in some sort of oils or something?
No, you would just, if it's you can make a crema. So you would, yeah, it's a crema. So it's like, you would put, like our ranch dressing is a crema, and it's made with cashews, and we could make that next time.
You said Cafe Gratitude is in San Francisco too. I've been to one in LA.
Right, they used to be in San Francisco, the Berkeley, but now they closed those. There is one, it's called, in San Francisco, it's not raw, but it's Mexican food, and it's vegan, all vegan Mexican food, and it's called Sierra Madre or something like that. Something Madre, and it's Cafe Gratitude owns it. But there is one in Santa Cruz, Cafe Gratitude in Santa Cruz. Yeah. So we always go to wherever Cafe Gratitudes are.
Yeah.
Yeah, help yourself. So this is, the pumpkin is very pungent and almost like a blue cheese.
What's in that?
That's-
seasonings in that.
That is garlic and salt and maybe nutritional yeast.
Is it the same process if you want to use cashew?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what kind of nut. It would be cashews, almonds, sunflower seeds, or pumpkin seeds. That's the kind of cheeses we make. And hummus. So the yellow hummus and the celery, did you try that? So that is chickpeas. And so we soak our chickpeas and sprout those and soak them. And so we have chickpeas soaked in the water. We don't cook them. They're soaked and for like up to 5 days or longer. So that is pumpkin. That is cheeses. So you want me to, I'm going to show you, because I want to finish doing this process for us, because we don't put it in this. So these are our dehydrators. Let's see, we have one. So these are our crackers. And I'm going to take these out because, oh yeah, I could have given you crackers with that cheese, huh? And so we score our crackers. So now they cut exactly where, and they're pizza size or whatever. This is what crackers look like. But what I want to empty this tray to use it to show you how we dry it. Or actually, this one. They can go in here, yeah. But we need to cool it. Yeah, these need to all come out on the top. Not at this very second though. So this is a Teflex sheet. This is our dehydrator. That's the plastic braided one. And then it's this. And we're gonna put this over here, sit this down. And then we're gonna just pick this up and put it right on there. I'm gonna wash my hands. And we dry it like this because it's faster to dry it in the dryer, in the dehydrator like this. We have found after all this time, because when I did it in that, I would sit it for 2 days because it would take longer. It was thicker and, but now we put it in the dehydrator like this on a tray and we lower it, spread it all out. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just you want it to kind of be as level as possible, just to so it's not crispy and dry. But if it does get crispy and dry and crunchy on the edges, then when you put it in the food processor, it's just going to blend together with the wet stuff. Like we've done it and accidentally left it over the weekend, and it was just a cracker practically, just crispy and crunchy, right? And you'd think, oh no, all that money I just blew. Yeah. I have to throw it away. Heck no, you can't throw it away. There's no mistakes in anything you do. You're just made a new recipe. Seriously, there's no mistakes. So then we're gonna just put this in the dehydrator now like this. See? And then tomorrow, like I said, will that fit down below? Yeah, it'll fit right there. And let me show you our burgers. So see, we make everything in the dehydrator. Here's our burgers. And we just spread these just earlier today. So we're gonna turn all these over we had a whole tray of them, and so then when we turn them over, then we always peel this off, and then we don't have that on. Then it's on the dry rack, just like that. So then tomorrow we have burgers already ready for lunch. So it's this is our oven. Has anybody here want to walk around? Let them have the crackers. What time is it? I don't know what time it is. 7:30. Oh my goodness gracious! I was like, so. I'm gonna show you. Are you guys hungry some more? You want some soup right now? Yeah. While you guys eat your soup, I'm gonna talk to you about this Instapot for a minute. I'll put this over here. Look at that soup. Can you see it? So our mung beans. Our mung beans, we always soak our mung beans and sprout them. You can see that this is sprouted little tails in there. And they were a little dried out, and I had a container that was just a little bit old, and they weren't going to be tasty in a salad. And so you just put them in the soup. Nothing gets thrown away. Everything turns into, I call this compost soup. And so then to make it pretty, you add more carrots. And what I like to do is put like a bed of, either I'll put spinach in there right now and toss it in there to wilt it, or we can put spinach on your bowl and then put it on top. So it's wilted. Hey there. So, I know, I'm recording right now, so I don't know if I should turn it off.